Okay, so for this question, it says blocks A and B below are both identical. Both of these blocks are resting on a floor in different orientations. Given the mass of each of the block is 0.8 kilogram and their dimensions are 40 cm by 20 cm by 20 cm, determine the pressure exerted by each of the block on the floor. So we can see we have block A, block B, and of course this will be the 40 cm for block B. This of course will be the 20 cm, and this will be 20 cm as well. For block A, this is the longest side, so this will be the 40 cm. This will definitely be 20 cm, and this will also be 20 cm as well. 20 cm, 20 cm. So we were asked to determine the pressure exerted by each of the block on the floor. So let's move on to a new page. Let's change the color. So let's go with a green. So the first thing I like to do is to document the data given. So the data given. So we know that the mass is actually 0.8 kilograms, and the dimensions is 40 cm by 20 cm by 20 cm. And we can take gravity G to be 9.81 meters per second squared. Okay, so these are all the data we were given. And we know that gravity, of course, we can take as 9.81 meters per second since it's a standard. Okay, so first of all, as it says determine the pressure exerted by each of the blocks. So we need to calculate the pressure exerted by block A and block B. So let's first do calculations. So calculations for block A, So these are calculations for block A. So the first thing is we need to determine the area of, so notice that in block A, the base of block A is resting. So you can see there's some hidden lines that we cannot see. So this is actually the base where the block will be resting on the floor. So this will be the same, it'll actually be the same area that of the top of block A. So it will be 40 cm by 20 cm by 40. Okay, so the length and the width will be 40 by 20. So it will be 40 by 20. So we can say that the area of contact, CT on the floor by block A is equals to, so as mentioned, the dimensions will be 40. These are in cm. So we can say that once we convert cm into meters, it will definitely be 0.4. So we converted 40 cm into meters, and that will give 0.4 meters. That's how we get 0.4, of course. So it'll be 40 meters times 0.2 meters. And that will definitely give 0.08 meters once you plug that into your calculator, meters squared. So again, 40 to 20. And you simply calculate the area of that surface. So it's basically a rectangle, you can see. So it's basically a rectangle. So it's 40 by 20. You simply calculate the area of a rectangle. But instead, you convert the cm into meters, and that's how you get 0.08 meters squared. So that's the area of contact of block A. So to determine the pressure exerted by block A, it will simply be the weight of block A divided by the area of block A. Okay, so that will simply be, so the weight, as you can see, is 0.8 kilograms, and we need to convert that into newtons. So it will be, so the weight equals to 0.8 kilograms times, and gravity is 9.81. 9.81 is equals to 7.848 newtons. So that's going to be the weight of both of the blocks. So note that this weight will be the weight for both of the blocks. Okay, so since we know that, we can say (7.848) divided by, and the area we just found is 0.08. So it's 7.848 divided by 0.08. And that will definitely give you a pressure. Once you plug this into your calculator, you will get 98.1 pascals. So that's the pressure exerted by block A. Let's move on to calculations for block B. So the calculations for block B. So if we analyze block B, of course, it's going to be the same. So we will have instead of a rectangle, instead we will have a square. So this will produce a square shape, and this will be 20 cm, 20 cm. So this is where block B is sitting on a floor, of course. So it's the same procedure, similar to block B. So it's going to be the area of contact on the floor at block B is equals to, and as we said, the area of contact will be this. So it's 20 cm by 20 cm. And once you convert that into meters, you will get 0.2 meters, 0.2 meters times 0.2 meters. So it's simply the area of a square, in fact. So again, this is 20 cm, and you convert that into meters, you will get 0.2 meters. That's how we get both of these. So once you plug this into your calculator, 0.2 times 0.2 will be 0.04 meters squared. Hope you guys can see that. So 0.04 meters square. Now we know what's the area of contact. we can find the pressure exerted by block B. So again, that will be the weight of block B divided by the area of block B. And again, as mentioned, the weight will be the same. So both of these blocks consist of the same weight. So it's going to be 7.848 divided by, and the area, we just found the area, that's 0.04. So pressure. And once you plug this into your calculator, you will definitely get 196.2 pascals. So if we analyze these, the answers we found, pressure for block A. So this is block B. Block A. So if we analyze again, they ask to determine the pressure exerted by each of the block. Notice that in this calculation for block A, the pressure exerted is less than the pressure exerted in block B. So the pressure exerted in block A is 98.1, and the pressure exerted by block B is 196.2 pascals. So note that even though both of these blocks have the same weight, both of them have the same weight, the pressure exerted on the floor is actually different. And that's basically how you calculate the pressure exerted by a block on a floor.